Best wishes to viewers of this videos. I read a book called 7 Cosmic Laws. It's a theory similar to the natural law written by William Walker Atkinson. Let me explain briefly. Najar law, the Western spiritualist's version of facts. Later, you might have the opportunity to compare it with Eastern spirituality, including perhaps Islamic spirituality. Yes, tonight we are learning for real. Who knows? There are spiritual wisdoms from the West that can inspire us to be better people. Now, the 7 cosmic laws, before going specifically to the law of attraction, the law of attraction is just one of them. Actually, according to William Walker Atkinson, there are 7 universal laws. The term is cosmic. The first one is the law of vibration. The law of vibration is that everything is vibrating, nothing is still. Vibrations in the same frequency will attract each other. Excitement will attract other excitement. Well, focus consistently on certain thoughts, and it will attract the same vibration. So the law of vibration is that we are vibrating continuously. Explaining this vibration may not be easy. We are actually not silent. Try to pay attention to your mind, the feeling of your intelligence. This is working continuously. Yes, from the outside it looks quiet, but inside you are busy. Well, that might be easy. The type of vibration, which frequency you are in. Maybe you are angry, maybe you are happy, maybe you are restless. Maybe today you are confused because of the vaccine. Maybe today you are restless because of what your surroundings are. Vibration restrictions because of the pandemic. This is actually you being vibrated. Well, in the law of vibration, the same vibration will attract each other, or will vibrate energy or vibrate vibrations that are close to itself. So if we're happy, our surroundings will be happy. And the people near us will be affected by that joy. The law of vibration is as simple as that. So our vibration affects the surroundings. What is inside us if we are anxious or depressed? It vibrates your surroundings with anxiety and depression. This is called the law of vibration. That's why sometimes friends can feel, if for example you have a close friend, your friend is sad, then close to you he's purely laughing a lot, purely cheerful, but you can catch the vibration. That's the law of vibration. So the vibration within us will attract the same frequency from those around us. If you are close to a friend who is sad, anxious, in trouble, once in a while he cries, we will continue to only, in his sad situation, participate in his depression. This is an easy illustration. If you are close to a friend who is very happy, very cheerful, because his goal is achieved, he is happy, we are close to him, he is also happy. So the vibration that exists in others can affect the vibration that exists in us. And vice versa. Joy will bring joy. Sadness will also bring sadness. This is called the law of vibration. How do you respond to the law of vibration? Yes, according to William Walker Atkinson, focus on what is good, what is beautiful, what is comfortable in your mind. What you want, focus your mind on that. So the vibration of success, the vibration of the ideals of success, the vibration of the ideals of happiness, let it spread everywhere and attract it to you. That is, let's think only positively. Let's wish for good things. Let's wish for only comfortable, only peaceful, only peaceful. Then, that is what will be present, because it is attracted by the vibration of our desires, the vibration that is within us. That's called the law of vibration. That's the first law. Find a good frequency, a good vibration within yourself, and turn it on to affect your surroundings. The first one is the cosmic law. The second one is the law of relativity. In this life, the law of relativity applies. Relativity may not be exactly the same as Einstein's relativity, but the relative here is simply this. There is nothing that we can understand until we relate it to something else. Whether it is about the nature, value, quality, meaning, something, and so on, it will be difficult for us to understand if we do not connect it with others. It is called the law of relativity, an easy illustration, for example. While judging me, Mr. Faze has a face like that. That is categorized, whether he is ugly or not. That's hard for you to answer. Maybe you don't dare to say. But the easy thing is that you understand whether I'm good looking or ugly. It's when compared, connected with others. Maybe with someone else's face. If it's related to a better looking one, for example, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to talk about it, you want to look for one that drops far, far more. Maybe the power that falls into the category of enggan tenggang. That's the relative dependency of Indonesia, a comfortable country. Developed or a backward country? Backward. Your answer must be difficult, because the parameters can be made by various people. What's easy? Relative. Relative to something else. So the answer must be this. Yes, if we connect it with this country, we are still backward. But if we connect it with this country, it's still not bad. We are still classified as more advanced. That's called the law of relativity. It's the second law of nature. So, what does it mean that William Walker is showing the law of relativity? Showing the law of relativity, yes? We should always relate the situation we are in to those that are worse or less or below us. What's the point? Let us be grateful. All the anxiety, restlessness, well, maybe not 100%, let's call it 90% of our restlessness. Our restlessness today, it arises because we relate ourselves to something else that is higher, better, more successful, more everything than us. Finally, we are unable to be grateful. Wanting to be grateful is harder because we see our life as lacking. We are looking for the wrong relationship to connect ourselves with what? Because every day maybe you see who the artist is, or see who the figure is, or your Mecca is a big person, who is it? Then a rich person, who is it? Then a successful person, who is it? So that when you look at yourself, only pessimism is born. Underestimate, feel how worthless you are, and so on. Finally, you can't be grateful. Now, to be grateful, remember the law of relativity earlier. If you want to see those who are lower than you, there are still many. There's a student who is very frustrated because in the final semester, he doesn't have a girlfriend, for example. He forgets that being a student is an extraordinary advantage. The benchmark might be his friend. The benchmark is where he corrects himself, where he relates himself to his friend who already has a girlfriend. But he forgot. In himself, there is a lot of abundance. There are many advantages. He is busy with only this one shortcoming. This is usually because it is wrong to relate to himself. Finally, it is difficult to be grateful. Well, that's the second law of nature, the law of relativity. Come on, for many things. Yes, not for all things. Yes, for some things. We use this law of relativity for good things. Sola in prayer to study hard. We take the high level so that we are excited to imitate the good, but for certain things we take the standard that is lower than us so that we don't forget to be grateful. Well, the third one, the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. If this, I don't need to explain. Yes, in Islam, yes. There is fama yamal miskola del rotin hoyroyaro, fama yamal miskola del rotin shal royaro. There is action, there is reaction. There is cause and there is effect. So facing this kind of law, let us create in this life causes that are good. Causes that are productive, that are successful, that are excellent, so that we get results that are also successful, that are excellent. Earlier, because there is a cause, there is an effect. If you want a good effect, then create a good cause. This is also the law of nature. It is impossible for success to come from laziness, for example, so don't be lazy. There is no way that from evil, ugliness, there can be improvement. There is no way that from a destructive process comes improvement. This is cause and effect. This is the third law of nature. There is cause, there is effect. Whatever we harvest today, it is the seed that we planted before. The fourth, the law of polarity. Law of polarity is that everything in life has a partner. There is heat, there is cold, there is light, there is darkness, there is up, down, there is good, bad. These pairs of pairs are mutually convening. Yes, if there is no bad, good will also not exist. There is good because there is bad. This is called mutual providence. If everyone is the same, everyone is good, everyone, then they are not called good. They are just standard. He is called good because there is bad. It is called light because there is a dark situation. It is called up because there is a down. There is no bottom. Thank you for watching.